Very volatile in the laning phase. He is definitely going to be a big focus for this game, and if he can have a good performance going up against Shanks and the rest of anyone's legend, I think that this mid jungle could potentially take over this game. Is it now recognizing that there's really not much for IG to actually contest for? And I mean, that'll just mean that in a few minutes time, hopefully Invictus can actually come and re-gank into mid lane so that they can hopefully punish this Talia.
Good sidestep by Hope. Doesn't even...
Oh yeah. So, just means that it'll be Dragon. You see a lot of people starting to move on up towards IG. Silas obviously still fighting. Mako in the wings. Kael is covering.
Anyone's Legend, very cognizant of that, are just kind of forgiving IG and just allowing them to take the second rotation of grubs. Maybe they can collapse in for one take and give themselves 4 to 2 grubs in total, and that seems to be the play.
All right. That's a pretty worthwhile trade, though, still coming in for Anyone's Legend. Saw an all-in from the Shy trying to push Flandre back and will force both of their ultimates out.
Just trying to stack as much HP as possible. Meanwhile, second dragon has been started by Anyone's Legend, already at 4k HP. Jeje and Rookie slinking up on the right side. Teleport is coming in now from Flandre. It's going to be matched by the Shy as he rejoins with Jeje right below them. Hope trying to land some poke down, and there... Gotta be wary about the flanks on both left and right from Rookie and Mako respectively, as now the Dragon is leashed towards the Shy.
Okay, Rookie by himself though.
Flash
AL
on
pull
the
the trigger.
Rookie, and Rookie forced to flash over the wall. Seismic Shove doesn't find him, but getting slowed by Between Worlds. That's first blood going over to Anyone's Legend. Jeje forced to flash away, and this Dragon is nowhere close to dying. Jeje pinned under the Krugs!
No.
He got crit blocked by the Krugs! And another Seismic Shove from Shanks is able to get the finishing blow onto him. 2 kills go over to Anyone's Legend, and they get the Dragon too.
And now IG, they're going to be feeling the hurt in this game. They didn't get any of these dragons early on. They got 4 grubs going over to AL. And these losing lanes are continuing to hurt. The fact that they're missing damage here. Yes, you're going to have a little bit more HP and you'll potentially be tankier in a few minutes' time. But I'm just worried about whether or not you're actually going to be able to get to a reasonable portion of this game. Ah, man, he gets shoved into the wall. He gets put into a locker and... IG, they're going to try and start this up. Tarzan going to be in the area and has the smite.
A lot of flashes are down on the side of IG, though. Rookie and Jeje, no summoner spells available. 2.4k HP on the Herald. Anyone's Legend trying to turn towards the 3-man. Now they stun up Jeje, already popping the Crescent Guard, blocking as much damage as possible. Tarzan in trouble. Big engage from Mako with the Magnet Storm. The Shy goes in. The Needlework firing on all the frontline members. Pretty big advantage for IG, but look at the damage from Flandre. He's going crazy on the top. Aurora showing his dominance. Now popping in and out of visibility, and Gall is just trying to run for the hills. It looked good for a brief second for IG, but then Anyone's Legend silenced them in an instant.
And they don't even get the Rift Herald, so IG get almost fully ace there in that fight. And AL, they'll grab first turret, they get the first to 3, they're going to kill Gala, take his summoner spells at the very least. Tarzan escapes, they get top tier 1 as well. This is just going incredibly for Anyone's Legend into an actionable piece of this game for AL. 4 grubs still, so this mid-tier 1 is gone. So much gold here for the side of AL, and a great start to this game.
And if you're an Anyone's Legend fan, it brings a smile to your face to see that it is Flandre, something that feels meaningful. And at this point, I don't know what he grabbed in the last fight. Hopefully he can get a Chain of Corruption. Shanks could be in trouble. Tries to flash. I think he flashed into the wall. This is not good for Shanks. Can the rest of Anyone's Legend bail him out? Yes, they can. Wallet diff is freaking real, baby. And Rookie is the first one to fall as the price, as Flandre just pops Jeje on the backside. And now it's just a 1-5 for Anyone's Legend. Shanks might have looked a little caught out there, but it was all an elaborate ruse.
He's got Seraphs already. He's got fully completed Seraphs. He's got a completed boots. 10 stacks on the Dark Seal. Otacon even being taken here, and it's a voracious one. So that just means they're going to have free revives. If we thought this game was difficult enough for IG, it is going to get even tougher for them. As now AL if they want, they'll even be able to start up this dragon. You see the pings are coming out. Nobody is alive from IG to be able to contest.
And TP is coming out towards top side. So yeah, IG not even interested on the side of anyone's legend.
I just think it is hilarious that we are seeing Flandra carry so hard on this Aurora top lane. On the top tank Jace, he has had games where like we had a Vladimir game where I think he was pretty useless. That Nidalee top game that we were referencing a game ago versus JDG felt like it was a pretty big pain point for them, and he has been playing for such a long time that I thought that maybe we wouldn't necessarily see him have such a big performance, but it's great to see someone like himself actually show up in this game.
Yeah, finding a big advantage against the Shy, who is now under fire, trying to defend this inhibitor tower, now forced away as the rest of anyone's legend. Oh, Tarzan just ready to send it. But you know what? They have the Otacon revivals, so might as well have a little bit of fun, test your limits there. KL not going to get interrupted on the portal take. Meanwhile, Rookie just split pushing. At this point, it's pretty much, you know, for gold, trying to get back into the pockets of IG. Okay, Hope got stopped on the base, but I don't think IG really want to take this.
Guys.
Yeah, baby! Overextended. At least good use of the mist so that the Shy can avoid the seismic shove, but he can't avoid all the CC coming in from anyone's legend. It does come at the cost of Hope's flashing in for the Chain of Corruptions, but that gets the job done.
Did they just end?
Yeah, they could. Just look for the end. They have a 5 versus 3 advantage. Gala now finishes his base. He's got both summoner spells, but he's got to deal with Otacon revivals. Mako sending it, big engage with the Magnet Storm, but everyone peels away. Mako under fire is now just gone. Gala down to his last bullet in the chamber, but he's just running away. He doesn't even want to look to fire it, and Hope puts an end to his life. Rookie, the last member standing on the side of IG, trying to retreat to the safety of his one inhibitor tower that has not fallen yet, and anyone's legend, they don't have another minion wave coming in anytime soon, so now they're going to take the leave.
After a great job coming in from Tabe, legendary coach. Actually, one of the reasons why AL were even vaguely competitive last year was the fact that they had Tabe even before they brought in Flandra and Tarzan instead. And that Void, that enhanced Scuttle, is going to knock out that last ward coming in. Rookie gets caught.
And he doesn't have Flash Alk. He tries to use the E over the wall, but Flandra's gonna pop him super quickly. And now it's a 5-on-4 guarantee for the side of anyone's legend. If JJ wants to send it over the wall to deny Soul, that's the one option you can do, but then you would force a 5-on-3 for anyone's legend and just make it easy for them to end the game. So JJ not going to take that gamble. It's so satisfying to see anyone's legend play a very clean game against IG. You know, it's one thing to play a clean game against, you know, some of the bottom teams that we have in the league, but the fact that IG have at least garnered enough series wins to make them, you know, a respectable middle-of-the-pack team in the league, anyone's legend getting a win like this is much more meaningful. And now, great play by Flandra with the TP. Yeah, that should do it. Mako with the ultimate is going to try to stall for time. Jet just sends it into the back lane, looking at least for either Shanks or Hope. But he's got to choose his target, and he cannot make up his mind. They're just too damn tanky, and they're too damn powerful. Anyone's legend will not drop a single death this game just to show how much better they are than IG.
And they even close it out with a clean ace for AL. They get all of the inhibitors. They're just going to be able to blow open this base. And it has just been a complete one-sided game coming in to start this series off.
Mako will try to save it, but we all know the result of this story. Anyone's legend takes first game against IG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.